Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. It's Mr. Joshua with another custom Gundam MSA review. And on this fun, relaxing Friday afternoon, I'd like to show off to you guys a custom mobile suit that I've been working on all week. The reason why it's taking me a week to do is because I incorporate 5, 10 minutes here and there throughout the week because I don't really have that much time on the weekdays to do much of anything. But with this figure, I won the dude off. I won the figure off of a bid a couple weeks ago, along with some Universal Century figures. The base of the mobile suit is called the Grimmer Gundam, or I can't really pronounce his name. Whatever it is, he's from the G Gundam series. He was the light blue Gundam, that weird fucking scarf around his neck. Now I know a lot of people don't really give a shit for G Gundam, but with me, I've always had a soft spot for the G Gundam series. I wasn't like a super, massive, huge fan, but I was a big enough fan to watch every episode because it was interesting. But with me, I'd rather much prefer Gundam Wing because I'm a, Gundam Wing kid. That's what I grew up on. But yeah. So, anyways, I took that figure and I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? What can I do with this perfectly good G Gundam figure? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I can turn this dude into a Universal Century mobile suit. In fact, I can turn it into a Xeon figure, and that's what I did. So I present to you the full armored gouf type mobile suit. And the idea behind this mobile suit was I was trying to incorporate what a ZACU2 and a gouf would look like together. And it came out pretty nice. Now, the very last thing I did with this figure is I gave it a mild, scratch look to it, which was all is just a mild, metallic dirty wash. I just wanted the figure to look like it was been, used a while, but nothing damaged on there except for the shields. So what I used on the figure was I used this weird rubber statue gouf head that I got years ago. And then when I got that figure, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Because I bought it in a lot. So what I did... Sorry, I heard something in the background. Anyways, what I did was I took the statue and I tore it apart. And I, basically used it for parts. And I kept the head in my bin's part, and I kept up until now. Finally got some good use out of it. Originally, I was just gonna, mold it and stuff and get some pretty cool looking gouf heads off of it, because the head itself is pretty cool looking. Last thing I have to do with this figure is, glue these back in. So that's gonna be fun. The next thing that I did was I used ZACU2 feet. These feet are resin casted that I did myself. They came off of one of the generic ZACU2s that some Italian company made years ago. And at the time when I formed these out of a mold, I didn't have a real ZACU2 because at that time ZACU2s were a bitch to get your hands on. This is about 2 years ago, give or take. So what I did was I had parts from a generic ZACU2 my buddy Josh Ganami gave to me, and I was like, you know what, I'll just resin cast these so that way I'll have as much as I want. But as you can see, the resin cast mold came out real nice, not that bad. After I cast him, I just tossed him some blue synthetic dye and dyed him blue. Pretty nice. And then the little boosters I have on here in the back, they came off of a Char's Sazabi. And a couple videos back, I mentioned that these boosters came off of the feet of the back of the legs of the Sazabi, and I was going to glue them back on. Well, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just kind of chop them up and glue those on here and see how they look. And they look pretty nice. I like it. So it's got some good boosters on there, little thrusters. So this mobile suit can definitely move. It's got a rotating thruster right here from the Skimmer Gundam. Fuck it, I'm just gonna call it Blue Gundam. Blue Gundam with the gay bandana around its face. Because essentially that's all that it is. Gay Gundam with scarf on his face. And then this part right here, that also came from a Char's Zaki too. I just, put some holes in there, super glued it in, wraps around the waist, right into the back, glued that in. Bam, called it good. And the shields right here came off of, I'm not really sure. I can't say, what kind of figure they went on originally, other than the fact that I know it's Zaki related. I want to say it's a Zaki too, but originally these were resin casts that I did, that I purposely, messed up and everything. Sometimes what ends up happening is when you take a resin cast out of the mold, when they're on a partial cure, is that they're going to be really, really bendable. And when they're really bendable like that, you can actually twist them and stuff and form them. In this case, I wanted, battle-scarred shields, and that's what I did here. You can see how, twisted and bent up it is versus this one, which really isn't, that bent up. But yeah, I just went back there and kind of dremeled them a little bit, painted them black, textured a little bit, and I actually took some pegs, drilled holes in there, and put a peg in there, super glued it in. Bam, bam, there you go. And for a resin cast, it's really fucking good quality. It's like really, really detailed. And again, when it comes to resin casting, it all depends on what kind of resin you use. In this case, I used the Umu 30, which is the closest thing to plastic that you're going to get. Versus the Michaels brand. Michaels brand is pretty good and everything, but it doesn't give you like the, spot on sharp details like this. But yeah, after that, just, I drilled a hole in there and bam. But unfortunately, right here, I made 2 holes. And after that, there really wasn't any, way I can repair it, except if I had some putty or something that wasn't really going to go that far. But yeah, it just slides right in. Bam, awesome. And for the weapons, as of now, it only has 2 weapons. It has this really cool little, 3-pronged dagger thing. Which, if you look at that close enough, you can see what I used. I used the SSAB hilt. And then I used the Taku, blade that he has on that little, double-bladed hilt thing that he uses. But yeah, it suits him pretty well, I think. And last but not least, gouf really isn't a gouf without his sexy little whip. That's so he can, spank people with. I'm the full armored gouf, and I'm gonna spank you. I'm gonna spank you so hard with my cable whip. Actually, in real life, that cable whip would fucking hurt like a bitch. I mean, talk about breaking the skin. That thing would like slice right through your ass. I kid you not. But still, it would be pretty funny to watch. But yeah, I actually had this leftover cable from a gouf that I had a long time ago that I lost. I recently found this whip, the cable whip thing. And I was like, you know what? This guy definitely needs the cable whip. Or else you can't really call him a gouf, But other than that, the only thing I have to do with this figure now is just kind of glue the tusk cables back in. Those have been disconnected ever since I bought the figure. But yeah, let's just give you guys another little 360 around the figure. It's really funny because when it comes to a modification, I hardly had to do anything to this figure. Literally, the only thing that I did was I added thrusters all over his body. Gave him some Zaki 2 feet, new head, shoulder pads, cable, and dyed the fuck out of him. I dyed him for a good 30 minutes. Just to, achieve this nice dark color. But, yeah. Pretty sexy. I'm really happy about it. And one more thing, which probably doesn't really matter, but I also painted the black on there too, just to make them look more color coordinated. But yeah, other than that, the figure is up for sale if anybody's interested. And I also sell resin cast and molds. The molds are going to be a little bit expensive, but totally worth it. But yeah, there you go. Full armored gouf. And if you guys like my videos, please like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.